When the fucking wannabe challenge came out, Cardi B fake tweeted like, "Oh, if I get on, I want to get on. Oh, y'all gonna make me do it." Never once did the
Never did
challenge.
it.
Never did the challenge. Meg was like, "Oh my god, if Cardi B do it, it'd be so crazy." So this wasn't a collaboration that was always in play. This is something that happened recently. Like, oh, let's make this a moment. So Cardi B was actually going to pay that.
Go me, go me, go me, go me, go me, go me. Get him glow, 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 get him glow.
Y'all, Armon is miserable, very miserable, because at first it was Cardi was getting on spaces and doing all of this in order to take the attention off of Megan and her tour, the first day of her tour.
They got upset with me because, I said, child, it seemed like what the people are saying that, she did this to distract away from Megan Thee Stallion's tour starting today and her merch. I didn't say that. Someone hit me up and was like, this, Cardi B is doing a rant, but whenever she does these rants, you should look around and see what's happening. I said, what's happening? They were like, oh, Megan Thee Stallion's got her thing going on. I personally don't care because Megan Thee Stallion does it to her all the time. But maybe that's the people the streets was talking.
And then all of a sudden, he was saying how Megan was his favorite artist, which I don't have a problem with. You have your favorite. It is what it is. And Megan is an amazing artist. But Megan's my favorite artist.
Megan Thee Stallion is the number 2 female rapper in the game for me right now. It goes Nicki for the rappers, and I'm not talking Doja Cat. We'll talk about Doja Cat in another video. But when we go top 3, we're going to go Nicki Minaj, Megan Thee Stallion, Cardi B. That is the order for me. Now, you guys can go argue that if you want to, but I just personally feel like Megan Thee Stallion is a strong contender for number 2 because Megan Thee Stallion's work ethic is crazy. Megan Thee Stallion's performance is wild. Her visual presentation is sickening. Her rapping skills is impeccable. And she's an overall entertainer. And she's consistent. She has, 3 number 1 records, 3 Grammys. Megan Thee Stallion is going to be here for a while. Megan Thee Stallion is the number 2 female rapper.
Because you felt as though she was subbing Cardi when she said the Birkin line. And you just trying to push this narrative that Cardi and Megan is beefing or whatever. And just because you don't like her. Now, people were saying this to me when the Tasha K thing happened. Like, oh, he does that with people. Like, when he doesn't like people, he want everybody else don't like them. I thought that, and maybe it's because Tasha K wasn't necessarily my favorite. So I didn't necessarily see it with the Tasha K thing. I just thought that he was reporting on news and he has to report on news. But now that he and Cardi B have fallen out behind the scenes, I see how he tries to push the narrative based on how he feels, right? When you was into it with Nicki, it was Nicki is this and upsetting the barbz. Now that you're somehow into it with Cardi, you're trying to push the narrative that Cardi's this and Cardi's that.
You're missing the fucking point. The bitch does not know how to clearly land a fucking punchline. So, bitch, the bars can be there all day fucking long. She does. She has a terrible fucking delivery. The fucking flow was trash. The delivery was trash. It was fucking whack, bitch. The beat saved the fucking record. The clothes saved the fucking record, as it does every fucking time. Like, let's be very clear here. You bitches are caught up on visuals and motherfucking Missy Elliott and Timbaland beat. The bitch sounds like she has fucking marbles in her fucking mouth.
All the negative things. Cardi doesn't support women when she definitely supports women. Top supporter of women.
There was a point when I was a stripper that I only had titties and no ass. But I just know that I was unique. I just know I was a unique ass bitch. So it's there's bitches that they thick, they skinny, they got big titties. They some bitches is Amazon, some bitches is shorter, and it's I just know I'm that. So it's I was gonna get money regardless. So I don't give a fuck.
Right.
How many bitches is in this bitch? I'm gonna get something. That's right. And that's just how I feel that's how I feel now. I'm so used to working with a lot of women. I never been in an environment that's I'm kind of the only one. I always worked around a lot of bitches, even in the strip club, right? There's all type of flavor ass bitches. And there was a point when I was a stripper that I only had titties and no ass. But I just know that I was unique.
You was trying to push that she and Megan had beef, but she is getting on Wannabe and she hopped up on that tour. You're trying to say, oh, she's hopping on. How is she? Oh, she's not pushing the movement. She's not creating new spaces. She's getting on old stuff.
How is it that, bitch, you had one of the best verses with Glorilla. Megan Thee Stallion then comes and does a record with her, and you jump on that one. And that record didn't even do nowhere near what the record with True and Glorilla did. But you're backtracking. I'm not going backwards. I've been there, done that with both you bitches. I'll come out, hey, but I'm pushing the needle forward. Bitch, you're hopping on the train that's left. So I'm not gagging. Bitch, I'm cackling.
No. Because at first she wasn't supporting. You have to pick a. If she supports, then she's getting on old stuff. But if she does something new, then it's it's not really pushing the narrative, and like either way, you have a problem. Whatever she does. And just say, I don't like her. And if you don't like her, there gotta be some, like, I don't report on certain people. Because for me, I don't report on, like, domestic violence. I don't report on rape. I don't report on stuff like that because I know I'm incredibly biased when it comes, I'm always on the victim side when it comes down to abuse, right? So I don't report, I don't talk about it. I try my hardest to stay away from it because I already know how I am. There are certain things that you know your biases and you can't talk about. But you keep talking about Cardi, and that's fine because you talk about, celebrity topics, women, whatever, but you're pushing a false narrative about her based on how you feel about her, and it shows because the switchover is crazy. Absolutely crazy. And you were trying to push one thing, and now because she came out with Glow in Them, you can't push that narrative. It ain't true no more. So what you gonna do, boo?
You got niggas that talk shit about me on the YouTubes every single fucking day, and as soon as I say something, there's a tweet about Cardi. So let's be very fucking clear. There's never a fucking worry.
So then she tries to whack me, and my thing is, girl, leave me out of it and let me do my job. Because, baby, doing a wacky match, I don't want to do a wacky match with you. I love Cardi B.